Sollte. Ja, gut. Bomber. Gut. Also machen wir weiter. Machen wir weiter. So. Okay. Also. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka. I have to find out how she was killed. Welcome file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section. Blah, blah, blah. Truth Bullets. Truth Bullets. Monokuma File. Okay. Ja. Ah ja, Hiro hat letztes Mal erst gecheckt, dass das alles gar nicht gespielt ist. No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't let Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Ah, Junko. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse. Yeah, she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Dad, why is this happening? Keys. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. As I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new.
By the way,
you know, I realized something when I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room, right? Here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises... Ich Mondo-Stimme nicht mehr richtig hin. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That all gets sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Kyoko. Hey Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No. Not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Okay. Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she could have dropped it. So, how did the killer? Switching rooms has been added. Okay. This is a replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out of it, just sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how'd the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know.
Well,
perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle. Okay. Ah, that one. Oh. Should look around here first. Can check other spots. The gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mono.
What?
We ain't exactly in the
What?
mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Then? Not just
What?
me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Just like, cause like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added. Kann ich jetzt... Should look around here first. Was ist denn noch? There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Evidence of a struggle. Fight. Soundproof, yeah. One of the monitors. Wo ist denn noch? Ah. There's a display stand the sword was on. Okay. Jetzt Kyoko. Hey Kyoko. I quietly called her name, I was investigating, but...
What are you?
Isn't it obvious?
A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said...
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? No, I don't think so, but... What? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used the lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness. Kann ich jetzt da reinschauen? Bathroom. And on the other side of this door... Ooh. No, I can't let it get to me. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled up the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Naja, du kannst schon voten. Ich meine, die anderen sehen, dass das Ganze geht über Google Dokumente, Zeug. Also die anderen sehen deine Antwort auch nicht. Und wenn du weißt, wer es war, oder wenn du ziemlich sicher bist, wer es war, ich meine, du kannst von mir aus mitmachen. Kriegst halt ein bisschen Bonuspunkte. Aber wenn du nicht mitmachen willst, ist auch kein Problem. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittering here. Glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only a left finger? Sayaka's wrist. Stab wound to her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Na, mich stört's nicht. Looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? written in blood there were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? The water for the showers gets turned off at night time.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Bloody numbers? I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was a final message. It's as if she wrote it with her life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? Mason, do the numbers mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery for this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? What do you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away when what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
And then that clears that up. Oh, what clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. Oh, okay. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they even talk to me, that is. Okay. Das Schöne an dem Spiel ist, Areale, die wichtig sind mit Ausrufezeichen markiert, dass man ewig lang rumirrt. Okay. Ah. Sayaka, Makoto. This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Ja, willst du nicht reingehen? Oder muss ich erst mein Zimmer angucken? Now, it's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Warum Nameplates? Okay, jetzt kann ich wahrscheinlich da rein. Ja. Bum, ba-dum. Bum, 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 bum. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Chaka!
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it!
Forget everything I just said. Forget, Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha. Okay, Taka. Was er mir sagen wollte, habe ich schon rausgefunden. So, DVD angucken. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage front and center was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in the front of the crowd. So full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off, yeah. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? There's a super famous pop group. They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Keine nette Person. Da waren wir. Yeah, Tucker is cool. You know, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Da fehlt was. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen Knife Set. Was ist das für eine Liste? Kann ich nicht angucken, okay. Sonst irgendwas hier. Fleisch, marbled meats, salted meats. Now there's no time to be thinking about food. Yeah, Monocoin. Monocoin. Yeah, ganz viel. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. I don't see anything noteworthy about any of it. Yeah. If the kitchen gibt's noch was? No. Okay. Hina. Erzähl mir Sachen. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kinda strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well...
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You know, did you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean... You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So, when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Wird doch alles kaputt. Naja, wir wissen ja, dass alles über Nacht ausgetauscht wird von Monokuma. Wird alles aufgefüllt und so weiter. Byakuya! Na, nicht Byakuas Zimmer. Hey, huh? They give you permission to do that. Get your hand. Blah, 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 blah. Na, ich will mit Byakuya sprechen, nicht mit seiner Tür.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. They didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Yeah. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? If she's dead because of me, then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's really true then. Byakuya, du bist böse. Leon,
seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Ja, das haben wir schon rausgefunden. Ifumi, du bist gar nicht so groß. Gar nicht so groß wie alle anderen. Wie groß bist du? Kohle ist 1,5, 1,60. Ifumi ist 1,70. Leon kommt mir viel größer vor und Leon ist 1,75. Ja, und Byakuya ist sowieso ein Riese. Monokuma hat schon, also das mit dem Essen hat er schon erwähnt, ja. Beziehungsweise, ich glaube Hina hat es erwähnt, als die zum ersten Mal, oder war das Hina? Irgendeiner von den anderen hat's erwähnt, als die neu hier waren und die sich den Kühlschrank, glaube ich, anschauen wollten und da war Monokuma dann auf einmal da und hat gemeint, ja, wird alles über Nacht ausgetauscht. So dass nichts schlecht geht und denen nichts fehlt und so.
Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
Do you think I'm guilty? Auf zum Trash Room. Trash. Und Essen? Ne, ich glaube, wird nie gezeigt, dass die was essen. Bin mir aber nicht sicher. There's a static gate here, no way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
Oh Gott. Moment.
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Yeah, Monokuma. Cleaning duty. Heads on the floor. Rattle. Door won't budge. It must be locked. Okay. So, wer ist denn Cleaning Duty? Ifumi hat was gesagt. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna stop this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get on the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all the trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually. Anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's a big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it
You
like...
wanna dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around in it.
There's no way to
What are
think
you
about this
talking-
in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for Tootie.
You know what I mean.
And there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
Oh, you're not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Yufumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask.
What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you have to help me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it!
Okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, please just hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along!
No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind.
What?
Wait, maybe a parallel world?
Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning love?
Anyway, looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy.
I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Machst du was das? Okay, bis gleich. Green button and the yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now.
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay. Ah! Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Ifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy?
No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes, about that there can be no mistake. If you've got one thing going, I've got one thing going for me, but it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed,
I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet...
So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible?
This whole thing is quite strange, indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
Completely unforgivable.
What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
That's it.
Everyone-
I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Comic book. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Whatever it is, it doesn't look it's hiding any clues. Okay. Sonst noch was? Nee, das war's. Gut. So, Jim hat er gesagt. Der Mr. Naegi. Gehen wir doch mal dahin. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it. Huh, Makoto. What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it cause the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? Is that it belonged to the pillars of history? Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon? Is that whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world? Was it seriously all BS? Let's put this aside for now. So I can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm always afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from future telling for 2 full years. came out to be like $1 million. A million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ding dong, bing bong. Was? Wir sind schon fertig. Wollte noch mit Chihiro reden. Wegen den Zahlen.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Ich wollte doch noch
Please
Sachen
go
machen.
through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Aber ich wollte noch Sachen machen. Mann. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Well, so they really are convinced I did it, but didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Ja. Oh, hat von der Zeit her ganz gut hingepasst. Jetzt reden wir noch mit allen. Und dann kommt sowieso automatisch Speicherdialog. Ja. So we were stuck us here, even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn. We really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Ui. Let's get started.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe you're obviously leaning that way.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Also Celeste, dich haben wir heute noch gar nicht gesehen. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove you're innocent? Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Are you ready?
so the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Nagi's final curtain call.
Kaum einer mag mich. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. Beweise verpasst. Ja, sagen wir mal so, du hast bis Anfang vom nächsten Mal Danganronpa Zeit. Also sobald die Verhandlung an sich richtig beginnt und durchgemacht wird, schließe ich sozusagen die Annahmen von Antworten. Wenn du willst, also den Link einfach irgendwie speichern oder so. Und kannst du das Zeug nochmal auf YouTube nachgucken. Vielleicht fällt dir noch was ein oder so. Oder halt das, was du jetzt nicht gesehen hast, nachgucken. Welchen Link? Den ich dann gleich poste zu dem Formular. Wo man eben antippen, ankreuzen sozusagen kann, wer es eurer Meinung nach war. Ah ja, erkläre ich dann gleich nochmal. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Does it feel like just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now! Hurry up!
But that's what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a gigantic circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Aber die sitzen gar nicht, die stehen. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Okay. Und hier stoppen wir bis Freitag. Beziehungsweise ich guck noch, ich zeig noch mal die ganzen Hinweise und dann poste ich den Link für Umfrage und okay, also Monokuma Fire. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen and her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Evidence of a struggle. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls in Makoto's room. Replica sword. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of its sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating as was part of the blade. Replica sword sheath. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself, and it shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. If we were going to attack someone with the sword, you would almost certainly remove the sheath first. Switching rooms. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room, and she became frightened. Toolkit. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It remained unopened, and there is no evidence of it having ever been used. All the other male students claim that they haven't used theirs either, but still. Makoto's room's cleanliness. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used. Sayaka's wrist. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured, and her wrist was glittery or at the injury's location. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean, except for the index finger of her left hand, which had some blood on it. Dying message. A series of numbers had been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall. 11037. It is assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaned up against the wall as she lay dying. Bathroom door frame. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open, due to it not quite fitting in the door frame properly. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Bathroom doorknob. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially or completely removed. Dorm nameplates. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's room were apparently switched at some point. Kitchen knife set. The kitchen knife in the dining hall has a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives had gone missing. Aoi's account. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. Trash duty. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the trash room key. Incinerator. The incinerator can be activated by a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on cleaning duty and he claims that the last time he saw the incinerator, it was off. However, when Makoto checked it after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Büroklammer. Ich nehme an, das ist sowas wie eine Haarspange, die aussieht wie eine Büroklammer. Wer weiß. A burnt shirt piece. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff and it has a noticeable blood stain on it. Und zuletzt shattered crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently, Yasuhiro left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have come along and taken it. Okay. Gut. Ja. Bevor ich es noch vergesse. Uses damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Bullet tie in battle. Okay, mehr Skills haben wir noch nicht. Okay, dann machen wir am Freitag weiter. Hast eine Vermutung? Okay. Dann ist gut.